Alright guys, welcome to another video. We are currently here at the back of my house. Car is up on the hoist, the JZX 90. What I'm doing today, well, over the next day or two, I've got a new lock kit to go in this car, full Hayman lock kit. So this will add like forklift style steering angle to the JZX 90 so I can park it better because it's a street car. So you want to be able to park better with, you know, 70 degrees of lock. And then I've also got some diff braces, bushes that need replacing. These diff bushes back here are basically, they're done. So we're going to replace them. And also got to chase down a little oil leak under the front somewhere. I believe one of my power steering lines may be leaking. So I need to chase down a little oil leak, but I've got 2 days before they pour the concrete for our swimming pool. So I need to basically have this done by Thursday. And it is one of our daily drivers, so I don't want to muck around with getting it done anyway. First things first, we're going to try and get these knuckles in, and pretty pumped to see exactly how much lock this car ends up with, because other people I've seen with this kit, and I have driven with this kit in Japan, and the lock is phenomenal. All right, getting a little bit of it done. Started by undoing the actual like factory knuckle and take the tie rod off, and this should be able to get out the way a bit. Yeah, anyway, I'll get that out the way, and then I'll get the 2 cast rod bracket bushes, bolts, coilover bolt, and then that, and then I'll be able to replace this assembly, which is basically where your lock comes from. So these ones are an extended LCA, so extended in this area here, I think about 30 mil, and then these are a Hayman spec knuckle, so a shorter knuckle, which will give me more than enough lock. I'm pretty pumped. All right, I'm gonna get it on now and quit the jibber jabber. Alright, so I've got the whole LCA out and the knuckle. Just going to give you guys an idea of the differences. So you can see here, if I put, well, how can I do it? Well, they're roughly lined up there, about there. So you can see that's where your extension is versus the stock one. And then apparently these knuckles should be somewhat different in where they lie as well. And obviously with the Hayman, it is a genuine ball joint, so less ball joint issues in theory as well. So I'm going to pop this up in there now. Hopefully it all goes together well. I'm a little bit worried that I need JZX 100 uprights, but I guess we'll find out shortly. Alright, haven't been filming a whole lot because dirty hands, but I have new control arms in on both sides, the knuckles are in, and then I remembered I needed to fit these GK Tech lock spaces in. They're not specifically for Toyota, but if I line them up right, they go in fine. So I'll sort of show you guys that now with what I mean, but essentially the inner diameter is bigger than the inner diameter of that. So when you're doing it back up to the rack up here, you've just got to make sure it's centered so it'll slide into the rack. So if that makes sense. Basically more rack travel gives you more lock, and with these longer control arms and these knuckles, the whole lot comes together to give me massive amounts of steering angle, which make this car not only great to drift but fantastic for parking when you go to the shops. So lock wise, I believe we're done. New lock kit is all in, all safe, all tight. Obviously no alignment yet, but I'm gonna need to get new wheels to make this lock kit work. So I'll show you guys how much lock I do have. Which is pretty serious lock, but I'm being held up by the fact my wheels are too big and touching the tie rod. So I need to look into some smaller wheels because I've still got more clearance for more lock here. So yeah, and I don't have big enough guards to just run spacers unless I go to a wide front guard, which is possible at this point. As you can see there, we're definitely dealing with more camber now than we had before. I might just lower it down. Lower it down later in this vlog. I want to get this diff sorted out first. Start dropping the exhaust, because I have to drop the exhaust off. Drop the exhaust off from here and at the back. Drop this whole rear half of the exhaust down. And I've got what, 3 Allen keys, couple Allen keys for the shafts, and then I think it looks like 2 17s or 2 19s. And I'll have to undo the tail shaft bolts as well. So a little bit to do, but we'll get it knocked out, and might do something with this diff while we're there, so with no more single pegging, because this is a horrible single pegger, like super bad single pegger. So I might even try and get hold of an FT86 LSD in the next day or two, see what we can find. Well, in the next day we'd have to get it, because this car needs to come down off the hoist, so the concreters can do their job. I don't think they'll appreciate my car being on the hoist while they're trying to concrete. Oh, hey. What are you doing?
Just had lunch.
Just had lunch?
Yeah.
That's
Looking
fair.
at the giant hole in our backyard.
Giant hole, oh yeah, that's fair. You trying to film me?
Yeah.
Is that why you're filming into the sun and I look black?
Yeah.
Come around the other side of me if you want to film me, mate.
Call me a racist.
No, so unfortunately I'm having to raise the JZX90 because it's because of the camber on the front. Basically, when the camber goes in from those lower control arms, the rest of the cars come down, and the front's ended up too low. So I'm raising that up to make it more legal, and then I'm also raising up the back because have been touching the exhaust on really big bumps, because my suspension is super soft on the back of this car. I don't know if you've noticed how soft it is.
I can't feel those things.
Yeah,
I'm
it's really soft.
one of those people that can't feel like
anything.
The little things, except for when my car's got new coilovers and not doing what Regan's car was doing on the way home from the Cape.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
bouncing around.
Yeah, that was a noticeable difference.
Yeah, but yeah, so basically I'm trying to just make the car more legal, more drivable.
Do you want to show people the fun thing with the C-spanners that you showed me earlier?
The fact that these they're old teen ones, and you can use your socket to make stuff
I just think that is so
extra
cool.
tight.
Like a toy car?
Yeah, so I can use that in here, which if you want to show them, as an extra lever bar to make it extra tight. So that's pretty cool. So
I
yeah,
like that.
overall, just literally just raising the car, because just to make it, like I said, more legal, more drivable, a bit less camber. It had way too much camber on the rear of this car.
Can never have enough camber.
Had too much camber.
Can never have enough camber.
So it was more,
What?
basically to get wheels that fit. These wheels have too much offset, stick too far out the guards.
Chrome XT9s.
No, Chrome XT9s, you can't get an offset. Like, look at this. Can you see that?
It's nice.
It's like
I like it.
over an inch of poke, which is cool and everything, but not on a daily driver. And that's what this car is, a daily driver.
See, I like that, but most people don't like Mexican.
Yeah, so the other thing is I was going to do the diff. I'm not going to do the diff right now. I want to pull the car down and maybe try and get an alignment first, because I don't want the car to get stuck on the hoist halfway through me trying to do a diff, fix the diff, because I need to change. Ideally, I need to find a FT86 diff, which is the Toyota FT86, Subaru Toyota FT86. So we can have an LSD in this car, because the diff in this right now is disgusting. does not work at all. Like from a point of view of, it's single pegs, so it does one wheelers when you do want to have some fun in it down the track. So I definitely need to sort that out. I don't particularly want to do a welder diff in a car that I drive my son to school in. So yeah, that's basically where we're at. I need to sort out some mod plates for the single turbo and probably coilovers and my seat. Other than that, we're getting there with this car. We need to get an ECU.
You need my seat.
We need to get an ECU soon. I already have all the fuel system. So basically, once we get an ECU, we'll be going E85 and should be seeing about 400, 450 horsepower out of this car. So it'll be a fun little daily driven car.
And then get some external stuff done.
Yeah,
like this.
yeah, no.
You need to put something on the inside. Yeah, because that's going to keep happening.
This is super common for Toyotas.
For
big body Toyotas.
You think Toyota would make something like a little insert?
Yeah, no. So big body Toyotas, they have nothing inside the guard to stop stuff from hitting it. It's literally a carpet. So this is basically from stuff being in the boot and hitting outways.
We've literally seen people come to the track and not empty their boot.
Yeah, and this
and do like one corner.
Yeah.
And then you can see when they come around, you're like, oh.
And you can see in their face they know what they've done. And that's when you get this. So yeah.
So if you don't know that, or you're thinking of buying a Toyota, remember that.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Thanks for doing a bit of filming, baby. I was too busy just working and my hands are dirty. I can't pick up the camera and do that thing, so thank you.
You've stopped me from working, so.
Okay. All right, I'm not sure if I showed you guys an on-the-ground shot of the JZX90, but this is the lock now that it has, so fairly solid amount. That is still with the tie rod hitting the wheel and no wheel alignment, so it is what it is there. The AU giveaway car, guys, don't stress, we are going to do that any day now. Still here waiting to be given away. Obviously all the entries have closed, so we are going to be giving away that car. We're doing the draw, we'll do a live on Facebook and get all that going. So we're going to go down and have a quick look. Chi-Chi's been doing some repairs down here at the track. If you're new to the channel, yes, my main job other than YouTube is running Archfield Drift Park. I sort of own the lease and run drifting here in Brisbane. So yeah, if you're new here, welcome. We do heaps of drifting, so we'll go have a look. All right, so Chi-Chi's done a number down here. We had a big issue with a hole down in this corner and we just hadn't had the chance really or the time to fix it, have we? No. It had been raining a lot. Every time we'd even thought about fixing it, it had rained. So little concreted part on the inside of the corner here where it was a pain because it'd been filling with water every time, hadn't it? Yeah. So, and every time we'd been running, somebody without fail would hit that hole, spread mud all over the corner and then be slippery for whoever knows how long after that. So yeah, this is the track and pretty stoked it's fixed. Thanks, Chi-Chi. But yeah, keep going. All right, guys, that is all from us. Now, just to make you guys aware, we are going to start doing a giveaway with a PowerTune Digital dash. If you don't know who PowerTune Digital is, they make wicked aftermarket dashes for drift cars, four-wheel drives, anything really you want to put an aftermarket dash in. Check them out. Leave the link here and the link in the description. Check it out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this, guys. Watching this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the store, lukefink.com. Grab yourself some merch. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. I'll see you in tomorrow's vlog.